Welcome back to the SmarkTank Revolution, where we always kick out at two. We are your hosts. First, I am the benevolent, intelligent, extravagant, and eloquent Mr. Donnie Wonderful, a.k.a. Big Time Donnie, and I am here with...
I can't raise my arm. My pec is so sore right now. Oh, Joey Business.
A battered Joey Business.
I'll make it through.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm trying.
You sure? You don't need to be shot up with any painkillers?
No.
Hey, listen. Is there any bruises that seem to go away?
There are, but it seems to be moving every time I move. It's like getting lighter.
Are you mutating, sir?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check my blood.
Will you survive a shower or bath or swimming?
I wouldn't put me in water right now.
Listen, that could expose a lot.
It could be exposed. You know, we don't want things to be exposed.
So first of all, I definitely want to say I appreciate you, doing the show right now in the condition that you're in.
It's a Herculean effort.
Oh, man, it definitely is. And we are on the heels of 2022's Hell in a Cell, the latest offering by the WWE.
Oh, man.
Literally just went off the air.
Yep.
A lot earlier
A
lot earlier than Double or Nothing, Tony.
1
We
a.m.
can still do the show, and I can get some sleep and get to work on time, Tony.
Exactly, Mr. Khan. But anyways. This was a short card, so to speak, but they still packed a lot. The ratings will speak for themselves.
Yes.
We're going to break these up one by one. So the first
always do.
Yeah, the first offering, again, WWE seems to be doing things a little bit differently lately. They seem to be putting one of the strongest matches off to start the card.
They are opening up with barn burners.
Barn burners, great word. I don't know what the logic is behind this lately, other than maybe...
The logic is simple. So we're going to open up with a match that could either be the match of the night,
right,
or on a regular show or regular Raw, SmackDown, or main event, or whatever the house shows. It could be the main event of those shows.
Okay, but when you have an established main event for every pay-per-view, correct, that you solicit, that you put money in for tickets, why would you risk putting something stronger at the start of the show?
Well, I mean, we could have had Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss open the show.
Yeah, we could. But what I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with starting out strong. But you don't want to start out so strong that like everything in the night has to follow constantly.
Hey, listen, WWE shot out like a rocket today.
They did. Like a North Korean rocket, because it fizzled off the launch pad. But
you thought so?
Okay, it fizzled just shy of orbit.
Okay.
Atmospheric orbit. Okay. So, anyways, with the preamble out of the way, we're a little silly, but I mean, God. Anyways, so the match that started off the show was the women's title match for the Raw Women's title, and it became a three-way recently on Raw. And arguably the three best women talent in the WWE and NXT right now are in this match. Arguably. I mean, of course, we got Ronda and Charlotte, but I'm saying arguably.
They can definitely argue.
Yeah, they can all make a claim. So we got Bianca, the champion, and we've got Asuka, who it's just nice to see her getting a spot and working. I'm really happy to see her on TV, period.
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
and then, of course, always got a soft spot for the man, Big Time Bex.
Big Time Bex.
Becky Lynch.
2 belts.
And Becky 2 belts someday again. So, yeah, it was a triple threat, and I don't know what it is with me. I always forget that triple threats are no DQ. Every single time.
Yeah, me too. Like, I actually didn't notice that there were no DQ until sometime last year.
Yeah, remember we were talking about it, and we're like, oh, yeah, triple threats aren't DQ. When did that start?
I think with the incarnation of AEW.
Okay.
I don't remember any.
Were they always no DQ? I don't think so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think that they were always no DQ, because imagine, especially in the WWE era days,
right,
like let's just take Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah.
There were a plethora of managers that could have gotten involved in the triple threat match.
Right.
Like let's go down memory lane real quick. Triple H, Mankind, Stone Cold.
Yeah, it's the one I was thinking. Get out of my head with Jesse Ventura. China could have got involved. Yep.
Couldn't have thrown a chair shot in there.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I think it's a new trend now with AEW because they're the ones that are quick to point that triple threat matches are no DQ,
Right.
no
So
disqualification.
anyone who's listening to this, and if you are, we thank you as always.
Thank you, supporters.
Please correct us if we're wrong.
Please.
Because, you take in so much information, you can only retain and process so much. But I don't ever recall that it was just a flat rule that triple threats were no DQ.
It's funny, we should know because our sub banner is.
Oh, man. We should, but, sometimes we miss a step. But anyways, regardless, this did not miss a step.
No, it didn't.
This was fabulous. From start to finish. And we were fully lucid. We had not done the bomb yet.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did do the bomb
Yeah,
yet. We did it.
It was wearing off.
It was wearing off, yeah. We had our second round with that, and we conquered it. We're pretty good on that.
Oh, yeah.
But this was good. Bianca is just a horse. Like, she's a workhorse. She is so phenomenal.
Sure is.
She's a stud. I keep calling her the female John Cena. Her strength is just unreal. Unreal. From the marching band suplex that she does,
Yeah.
like a trumpet, I love that, to what she did with the disarmer tonight.
I know. Hey, listen.
Deadlift.
And this is going to kind of, digress off from the match for a quick second. But
Sure.
Mark Henry discovers Bianca Belair
Correct.
and Jade Cargill. Why did WWE Creative deny Jade Cargill entrance into this
I don't
amazing
know.
company? Can you imagine those two? Like, just
It would be wonderful.
physically, just
Yeah,
just
no,
the
they-
look alone.
And I feel like they would just be tailor-made to face each other.
Exactly. Now Jade Cargill isn't the wrestler that Bianca Belair is.
No, but she can get there,
She
maybe.
can get there. Now,
Maybe.
I want to put this out in the universe now that is a dream match I would love to see.
Absolutely.
I would absolutely love to see those two stand next to each other. Just the battle of physiques alone and
stare
strength.
down.
Oh, but I digress.
Yeah. So, anyways, Bianca is young with so much upside, and she had her original title run from last year's, a year ago's WrestleMania,
Right, so
cut
SummerSlam.
short at SummerSlam while she was on a roll. And normally when you do something like that, it's because somebody gets stale or whatever. Bianca, I don't feel like was getting stale at all.
Right.
I felt like she was just getting rolling.
She didn't even need a break away from the belt. Like, you're
No.
talking about Roman's record.
You're right.
There's no reason why Bianca shouldn't be on day 400 and something.
Something,
right now.
absolutely, I agree. And as much as I love Becky, they definitely bitched out Bianca. Did it work long term? Did it create a feud that was great? It did. Did it give Becky new characterization and help her? I think so. I think she's doing some of her best body of work now. However, I think Bianca would have had a stronger showing having a continuous title reign.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this time around they understand the mistake they did the first time and they keep the belt on her for a while, because she's one of those rare people that you look at, you just can't hate her. She's so damn likable.
Yeah.
You know?
She's happy. She skips to the ring.
And
I
she's
think
good.
I think long title reigns always add an element that'll always be kind of fresh. Meaning, if this was indeed Bianca's 400 whatever day as a champion, we would be looking at every near fall like, oh, is it the end of her long title reign? Oh man, it could be over any second.
Exactly.
Oh, but she prevails again. We know her time is limited, but
Right.
when is it gonna end? Like, it always adds that.
Right.
Always.
Especially if you're a face, it's harder to do those long, ridiculous title reigns because they're usually more made and suited for a heel.
Yeah.
Because it's usually a boost to the character, or it's just one of those things that adds another element of you hating the person's
Right.
guts. It's, they're the Yankees. You just want them to lose, even though the Yankees have lost quite a bit in the past couple decades.
Haha, mom and dad.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but
well.
anyways, so this was a great match. It had everything you wanted. It was well paced.
Yeah.
It didn't kill itself with reversals and crazy shock value and stealing finishers. There was a couple spots where, they tried to get cute and steal the finishers, but that's okay.
But they just kept throwing
Bianca out of the ring.
They kept first it was
First was
Asuka.
Asuka, yeah.
They just kept throwing Asuka out of the ring. A triple threat match is you know, like it's really hard for anybody to look strong because there's so much going on at the same time. But these three really pulled off a really good match that I would recommend everyone go back and rewatch. It was the opener. I gave it a 3 count because I really enjoyed watching that.
Same. I gave it a 3 count too, and it stood as the match of the night. Just to preface that, it stood as the match of the night.
Yeah, and in retrospect, I can see that. But like what I was gonna say before we even began was, I thought the whole night was really good.
Okay.
I think like this installment of Hell in a Cell was really damn good. It stands alongside with Night 1 WrestleMania with me. Yeah, I hold it.
This year or last year?
No, this year. Night 1 WrestleMania was way better than
this.
Night 1 WrestleMania is always better than
this.
Well, than this, yeah. But I mean, but I'm saying the Night 1's always better than Night 2's. But my favorite pay-per-views thus far is Night 1 and Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the bomb got to you a little bit more. It was latent. If that's what you think, that this was better than Night 1 WrestleMania.
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
but as far as their best showings, their best pay-per-views, it's Night 1 WrestleMania and this.
I agree.
Royal Rumble, lackluster, and WrestleMania Backlash is meh. Day one was
eh. And Elimination Chamber was meh. Over in Saudi was okay. Yeah, no, I agree. You're right. Okay, so this and Night 1 WrestleMania, sure, I agree. Let's just also tell them what happened. Bianca won and retained in a very cool sequence at the end where Becky had her in a disarmer in the middle of the ring, and she deadlifted her. Not in the middle of the ring, close to the ropes, but deadlifted her. And you're like, is she going to go into the KOD from the deadlift? And she almost did, but Becky caught the ropes. And then something happened where Asuka took the hit, and Becky was going to cover her, but Bianca tossed her and covered a prone Asuka without doing any fanfare, without doing a finisher, just covered her. And I thought it was cool because you don't see faces usually take that road. But the way that the camera looked at her, you knew it was meant to be that way because Bianca kind of gave it a, if it's good enough for you, I can do it too. And It was cute. And I liked the turnabout as fair play.
Yes.
So I stand very high behind this 3 count.
Nice.